Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Anti-Social Planet, and today we are checking out ATEEZ Black Cat Nero. From what I've been able to gather is some kind of cover song inception. I don't know how many layers we are to get to ATEEZ doing this, but I'm pretty excited for this because this is one of the songs that I think got requested all the way back when I first got into ATEEZ and has continued to pop up of people wanting me to get to this performance, and I've been putting it off for spook season. 'Tis spook season. So I'm finally here to indoctrinate myself into whatever this is. Hopefully it doesn't involve a bunch of people putting chants that involve curse words into my comment section like it has in previous moments with doing like KQ fellas. But I'm pretty excited to get into this and see what this performance is going to be, because this is like the one that people want me to check out for Halloween. So pretty excited. I don't have captions. I probably don't know this song. I'm not going to even pretend that I might. But are we really here for me to fully pay attention to what the song is and all of its deeper meanings? I don't think so. I'm like a little bit nervous because I'm like, what, 5 years ago as of recording this came out? So I'm like, I don't know what to expect. 2020, sure. No, sorry. I had to take a second because, okay, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot already. I got distracted by this though. Who approved of that? Who let that happen? Who was like, absolutely, we're going to do his hair like that? The bone structure? I'm sorry. Focus. There was like a single note saying, I need to calm down. Oh, hello, kitty. Sir? Okay. No, I just need several moments. First off, okay, for vocals. We could talk about vocals. We talk about music. Love the melody, like the haunting melody with the... I'm blanking on the instruments that were playing. But beautiful, like, haunting vocal, which I think is definitely, like, leading... I understand why they would want to do a Halloween performance of this. For personal reasons, I just need to stick here for a tiny bit longer. I think I really need to take in this particular section. No, interesting. I don't know why, for this coat? Obsessed. The stance is what's getting me. It's the slight head tilt. He's like slightly leaning forward. Like it just feels like he's trying to pick a fight that I definitely can't win. And I don't know why he's being like that. Anyway, are we doing vampires then? That little cry is beautiful there. Do not... Okay, well, this is also a lot, sir. Oh my god, so I looked over. I got distracted again. Do not... Can you be my friend at me, okay? Do not. There's too much. I can't process. Oh my god, sorry, I just took in the context from Captain. I'm okay. Was that an electric guitar that was coming in? This is a dangerous lineup right here. Like, this lineup specifically makes me very, very nervous about my health in particular. Who gave him these contacts? And I just want to talk to them. I need to move on. That's someone smirked too. No, thank you. Not you either. I feel unsafe. Whoa. I wasn't expecting the guitars. Mingy, sir, what was the reason? I think we all know what my inquiry is about. I was like, electric guitars coming in, that's fun. After this like very like minimal, haunting, vocal, beautiful. What was the reason? I like the editing on the like beat though. Like the instrumentation crashing in. Do not do that. No. Sorry. San spun into center and I got nervous and I panicked. Don't giggle at me. No, I feel like I blacked out a little bit, to be so honest. I feel like my brain just couldn't process what was happening. My eyes couldn't focus. My brain shut down. I'm sorry, him rapping over a beat like that with the electric guitars, with that kind of cadence, looking like that, was just like, I think I could hear the window shutdown sound. I feel like I didn't, it was because you and Mingy doing whatever that is. And then San, it was already an issue when we put him in center. And then Captain was rapping like that. And I just feel like I need a second to process and catch up. Okay, sure. I'm not ready. He doesn't need to be like that. Whoa, that's a cool dance move. The isolations? Wait, the little like kick? The like isolations are so good. Whoa. Okay, why the sunglasses? Why? For what reason? I continue to ask. Second, I was not expecting to get kicked in the middle of this performance. Third, Jungkook's voice on this particular instrumentation? Did I say that correctly? I have no idea. Instrumentation. So good. Like, I had a moment where I was like his voice is incredible anyway, but the sound, like the quality that he has, the tone that he has of his voice on something like this that has like a heavier like rock sound. Ooh, I love that. I don't know if I've heard any of that from ATEEZ stuff so far, but it's really nice contrast. This little kick is really cute though. There's a lot of arm details, hand details in it. The choreo. Boy, why? I was expecting to get kicked. I wasn't expecting for Mingy to... No, I was expecting Mingy to be like that, honestly, quite frankly. And then, do we kick over the camera? What are we doing? I'm like very nervous for my safety. That was a kick, Mike. No, absolutely not. I was like, I want to rewind so we can see San being charismatic and center. I need Captain to leave me alone. I don't know what it is about this video in particular. I think because he's such a sweetie pie in every other context of not performing, that I feel like I haven't seen them be this dark of a concept in a minute, right? There was like Hala Hala, which I also had an issue with, which also involved masks. But at least I was saved because I was like, I can't really see them because there's like the masks and the hats and I was distracted by choreo. This is like a lot from him in particular. I am going to watch San be center though, because I guess we'll watch Mingy be center again for no particular reason whatsoever except for science. Like that manic grin from San is so good. Boy, no, because I don't want to interrupt him. I don't. But there was the one moment of that manic grin. Speaking of manic grins, and I just need him to leave me alone because the way I had a full-on shutdown when I was watching the guide for ATEEZ, because there was a moment where he did one of those manic grins on stage and I crashed out immediately. I think the mask is saving me, and I just need a second. Sana hits that move so aggressively. For what reason? Right, like, there. Like, for what? Boy, stop. I need him to not be like that. There's a lot of, like, jumps and stuff, too. Boy. No. First off, because Minky. Why? The audacity. The audacity of you specifically. Sir, I have already, from day one, been like, you're probably gonna be in bias line. Do I have a bias line in ATEEZ? I don't know. I feel like every time I'm like, probably, and then something happens and I end up somewhere else. But like, he doesn't need to be coming for me that much. Also, I need a moment of Yosang center. Again, for purely scientific reasons that are very important to STEM topics. Considering this came out like 2020, I'm just nervous I'm not gonna get the chance. I need a second. That was a fun little vocal. Wait. Sorry, I was like, he did a little move on that beat and it was fun. Like, just like the subtle movement. Honestly, same. Okay, first off, we gotta go back for Yosang because I was just like, I want him to have a center moment. But also, there was like a moment before this. I was like, why are you smiling like that? I know I'm supposed to be looking at this, and quite frankly, yes, I am. Sorry, I'm just, y'all are evil for wanting me to watch this. I don't feel like I was adequately warned. People were like, it's such a good performance, and it is, okay? They all sound great. It's such a strange melody, too. Like, there's so many different, like, modes to this song in terms of what's happening with the, like, the vocals and, like, the rap parts and, like, different sections of the song, right? That there's so many different bases that you have to cover in this. Plus all of the choreo that's happening. And like, there's some really fast movements. There's some jumps. That's exhausting, right? Putting jumps into it. There's a lot of like hand and arm details that are also like quite sped up. There's so much going on. But do they have to be like that? You know what I mean? Shout out to the backup dancers doing a great job too. It was smooth, him getting back in space. Honestly, I want to push him too. Wait, I'm fine. Look how cute he is. What is San doing? I don't know what it is, but recently, Ouyang, his voice, his tone speaks to me. I don't know what happened, but something shifted in my brain. I've always loved his voice, but something shifted, and I've just, every time one of their songs comes on and I hear his part, it just like it just makes my brain happy on a different level than it used to, and I don't know what to do with that information. You're very cute in this single part of this before you completely like wreck the souls of everyone involved. Oh my god. You know, get away from me. Like, that's a big, exhausting move, too. Kicks, too. It's tiring choreo. I'm not ready. No. I'm not. Some cool editing. Wait, sorry. It's just Yosa coming to the center. I panicked a little bit. Hang on, I got myself. I am ready now. Are we raising the dead? He hit that move too. Wait. Okay, like, I'm not gonna talk about that. He's very intense here, and for what? Alright. One more. Oh, hey! Sorry. Distracted by the guest appearance. Just a couple of seconds. Just a couple of seconds. Right. That's fine. I feel like I've dissociated. It's too much that my brain is just like, this is fine. This is whatever. This is... I'm not struggling. Was that who we were raising from the dead? Metaphorically? Our cameo? The costume is so good on this. The vocal. No. That vocal didn't end. That's a crazy vocal. Are we cats now? What's happening? Are we in the graveyard? Because here lies every fan? Every ATEEZ? Is that what? I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to process. I don't know what to even pick apart specifically to talk about. The choreo? The vocals? The costuming was like, okay, for all of me being like, they look great. All right, them specifically. The costuming details are so good. Like the makeup, the jewelry, all of the detailing on like the jackets and stuff. I love an embroidered coat. So that in general got my attention. The character that they were putting into it, right? You've got some of the manic from Demon Line and some that I wasn't ready for, but also the kind of choppy parts in some of the choreo too, where like they were specifically putting kind of these choppy feeling to it where it wasn't quite as smooth, but that just like leans into some of that kind of Halloween, raising the dead, or even these like really like hard percussion moments that would happen, right? Like where certain parts of the production would crash in and they would have this like stutter, blocky movement in it, and it just fit with that. I don't know how much of that is like part of choreo that was done before or whatever. I don't know all of the details of what this performance was or how this all came together, so I'm sure that people can let me know all of that down in the comments, but like I feel like my brain is just spiraling because what do I even say to that? And you ended with that note, which was like, it's like what, it was like 4 kind of step ups, pause, and then you had just a couple more, like the range of that. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about it other than I could be here for a very long time, but I don't know if I'd have anything productive to say. I feel like one thing I will say is I feel like I want something that is a like dance practice or something, because I do feel like some of it, because of the like editing or different like coloring that they did, I don't know if it was post or just like the lighting, and some of the like lighting choices and like flashing and stuff did freak my brain out like a little bit. So some of it my brain just couldn't keep up with. So I feel like I lost some of the performance element just because my brain had to buffer between those like lighting choices in it. But I feel like my brain was also buffering for other reasons. I don't know who did Yuno's hair like that. Again, I would like to talk. I would like to have a conversation. I don't even want to talk about Captain. I do, but I don't think I have anything that I can say respectfully. I really don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know how I'm supposed to end this. I don't know how I'm supposed to come to some kind of conclusion. I'm just like stressed. I try to process. I think it definitely fits into the Halloween bracket. Like, I can understand wanting to do like a Halloween performance. And I think that it's such an interesting choice in terms of, again, like the melodies. There's so many interesting things going on. It feels like a bunch of different songs put together into a single song. There's so many things that you have to be able to cover in order to make this song work. And I don't know if they added in or what kind of stuff that they did, again, because I don't know the like original or what they're pulling from for this. So I don't know like what they've added their own flair on and what is something that they pulled from the original. I feel like it fits so well with what they would want to do, right? Like, I can understand why ATEEZ would choose this because there's so much character in, again, covering all those different bases of all the different like musical side of it in terms of the melodies and the different styles. And again, like feeling like there's like multiple songs kind of Frankensteined together into this one, but also the character of the performance, right? Not just in terms of them doing like a vampire kind of thing, but also the facial expressions, the kind of character you had to put into the choreography to sell it, right? Because it's not just that there's all of these kind of complicated moves in terms of their speed to it, but some of the moves are like very specifically over the top, right? There's specific moments in that where you have to be able to sell that choreo and it has to be big. It can't go into like camp, right? Like, it has to stay in this middle zone. So I think that ATEEZ specifically did a really good job of picking something like that to be able to showcase how much character they can put into it. And I'm pulling from like Hala Hala because that's also like the darkest concept I've gotten to from them, but also there's so much character in that choreography as well. And I think that this is going back to 2020 when this came out, definitely a moment where they were trying to showcase that side of it, right? Like, showcase that they were able to lean into that side of performance, of being able to show off like the character of them as dancers and performers. And I think they put like a lot of work into be able to do that. So I think that this performance, the song choice, fits really well within that. I just need them to be like a little bit like less than what was going on there, which is why on the one hand I would like to see the performance better. On the other hand, I kind of like that there were parts that I couldn't see properly because I feel like that would take me out more than it already did. Sorry, I was thinking about Yeosang for a second. Recalibrating. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me, watching me suffer. You can click this playlist to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to miss next time I post an ATEEZ reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.